Okay, so in this lesson we are going to welcome back. This is Dr. Davis coming to you to show you some more Python coding. You can increase your skills. This is for anyone. Now we're going to use a for loop to draw an octagon. So to do that, you would have to, we're using the turtle method, and we are going to first do the painter equals turtle. This is it's an import turtle method. We're going to pick up the pen and we're going to place it on the screen, and actually this here doesn't need to be here, because if I draw it, it's going to just draw. Okay, so you don't need this code. But to draw the octagon, I always use my comments saying what I'm going to do. You have to type in your count equals 0, while, and then your next line of code should be while count is less than 6, and that's because the octagon has 6 sides. And once you do your while loop, then it's going to indent it for you, and you draw your painter dot forward 80, then your painter turn right 60, and then count equals count plus 1. So you're going to count it up to 6 until you get 6, okay? So this is how this comes out. I always do extras, and if you're going to do additional octagons, you have to pick the pen up and move it to a location on another location on the X and Y axis, and then put the pen down. Okay? So, for example, I already have 4 octagons here, and I am going to do another octagon. Okay? I'm going to pick the pen up. So, hashtag space, pick pen up, move to another location. So I have to go painter dot pen up, open and close parentheses. You do not put numbers in there. And then painter dot go to, you start off with 0, 0, but I am going to move it to a different location. And my previous locations have been 80, 60, 80, negative 80, negative 60. So I'm going to move it to, like, let's put it at a negative 120, and then that's the x-axis. And then let's take it up to a 100, and let's run it. It's going to draw an additional octagon, which will be the 5th octagon, but it's going to put it, oh, I did not tell it to put the pen down. See that? So you have to go painter dot pen down, open and close parentheses. Now let's run it again, and it should put that 5th octagon at the top. Alright, let's see what's going on. I see the problem. So I did tell it to move to another location. However, I didn't put the code in for the octagon. So let's put that code in. And then that would be count space equals 0. You have to type in while space, open parentheses, count space less than 6, because we're doing an octagon, right? Now, you have to do a colon. What if I put in 8, less than 8. All right. So you again playing with the code, painter dot forward. Let's make this 100. That means that we're going to make the octagon larger. Okay. And then you have to say painter dot right, and then you have to say count space equals count plus space 1. Now let's run it. And now it should draw that 5th one in a different location. It's going to be larger. Oh well. That did give me 8 sides. And put a space there. I don't know if that makes a difference. Again, I am testing, having fun with this. Okay, so let's change this 8 to a 6. And the reason for that is because remember up at the top, we are calling for an octagon. So let's run it again. It will draw the 6 octagon. There you have it. Okay, well, I am missing, I have the colon, painter dot forward 80, painter dot right. Let's see what I did. Count less than 6, painter dot forward 100. Oh, I made it 100. Let me take it back to 80 and then take this back to 60. Let's see what it happens. There you have it. So there you have the 5th octagon. So again, this is Dr. Davis. Hope you got that. And you can play with your code. Yeah. So now with this activity, we're going to create a circle of circles. We're going to use the solutions to previous parts of this activity. And we're going to iterate, we're going to write an algorithm that loops to draw a circle of circles. Iterate 18 times, turn 20 degrees for every 20 pixels. Now this is what it looks like because I have already played with this. And this is the initial code here. We have a painter, we're telling it the shape is going to be a circle. Also, we're using the for count in range. Keep it in the range of 18. We have 18 circles here that are stamped. And the circles are filled. So we forward 20, we paint right, and we paint stamp. So stamping it gives it that solid color. Gives it a feel. So it's stamping the circle. So your code is let's make another one. Picks pin up, places, and place in another location, and then octagon is visible. And actually this is a filled octagon. We have to say painter dot pin up because we have to pick that pin up. Painter dot go to, and we have to tell it to go somewhere. Okay, remember you go 0, 0 until you can, and then painter dot pin down. Look at where it last went to, and put it at a -70, and then let's take this up to 100. And then you need to write your code. Okay, the code is for count in range. We want to do 18. Okay, hit your tab key to indent it. Painter dot forward 20. Painter, because it said do 20 forward and 20 right. Dot right 20. Then we want to stamp it so that it let's draw it. It's saying I have an error. Let's see. This is good. Line 45. For count in range. Oh, it's saying you forgot your syntax. I forgot a colon. Here you go. And I could actually move this up some more. Up a little more. So that they're not really touching. There you have it. Okay, so that completes the number 8. That is drawing a circle of circles with iteration 18 times, turning it 20 degrees for every 20 pixels forward, and stamping the turtle.